Hello and welcome back to the second series of using Cramer's rule in solving simultaneous equation with three variables, x, y, and z. Question said find the values of x, y, and z using Cramer's rule only. So we have the equation given. Let's bring it out. So using the method we use to bring out our values, we will then have, let's call this matrix out. Let's say this value here is 1, this one here is 2, and this one here is 1. This value here is minus 3, this value here is 1, and this value here is 1. The value here is minus 1, here is plus 1, and here is minus 2. And then what are we looking for? X, y, and z. And then it's equals to what? This value here, minus 4, minus 3, and 7. Now, by Cramer's rule, first we'll always have to look for determinant 0, then we'll look for determinant, and then we'll look for determinant y. Now, how do we get determinant z? We also follow the same method. But if you want to get x, you have to divide determinant x by determinant 0, which is general determinant. If you want to get y, you divide determinant y by determinant 0. If you want to get z, you divide determinant z by determinant 0. 0 is going to give us the following values from the equation: 1, 2, 1, minus 3, 1, 1, minus 1, 1, and minus 2. Now, how do you solve the determinant? There is a method that we always use. We put plus, minus, plus here to remind us that this value here, if we pick it, it will be positive, and then the value here that we use to multiply for this will carry negative, and then the last value here will carry positive. So what do I mean? If you want to find the determinant using this value to multiply through, then you have to eliminate what is here and what is here. So you'll be having only these values here. So if that's that means I'll have plus 1, and then the values I will have left when I eliminate this and this will be 1, 1, 1, and minus 2. These values here. So to do the second one now, if I'm going this way, then it will be minus. So I'll have minus into minus 3, which is the value there. And then if I want to get the values, I have to eliminate the row that minus 3 is and the column that minus 3 is. So I'll be left with 2, 1, 1, and minus 2. The next one is positive, so I'll put plus, but the value there is minus 1. So if I want to get the values, I'll have to eliminate the row that minus 1 is and the column that minus 1 is. So I'll be left with these values here, and the values are 2, 1, 1, 1. All right, so let's solve them now. So if I have 1 here, we'll do minus 2 times 1, minus 2 times 1, and minus this times this will give you 1 times 1, right? Then let's solve for this one now. This value here we'll be having minus times minus already turns to plus, so the value left will be minus 2 times 2 will give you minus 4, then minus 1 times 1 will give you 1. Then the value here, plus times minus, will be minus 1, and then the values inside will be 2 times 1 will give you 2, then minus 1 times 1 will give you 1. So here we'll be having 1 into minus 2, and then minus 1. Then here we have plus 3 into minus 5, and then here we have minus 1 into 1. So we'll be having minus 3, minus 15, and minus 1. So minus 3 minus 15 will give you minus 18. Minus 1 will give you minus 19. Therefore, your determinant 0 is minus 19. Okay, let's find determinant x. Determinant x will then have this value. So since we are looking for x, and if I say x is represented here, y is here, and z here, so I have to eliminate this value here. I have to eliminate this value. So eliminating this value, I have to replace it with this value. So I'll be having minus 4, minus 3, and 7. So the rest value will come back. Minus 3, 1, and 1. The next one will give you minus 1, 1, and minus 2. So how do I expand this now? If I want to follow the same step, that means here will be plus, here will be minus, and here will be plus. So taking this plus now, we'll be having minus 4. So how are the values gotten? I have to eliminate the rows and the column where minus 4 is. So I'll be having only this 1, 1, 1, and minus 2. If I come to this point, I'll have minus here, but there is minus 3 there already. So I'll have that. And then the values, I'll eliminate the row and the column in which minus 3 belongs. So I'll be having minus 3, 1, 7, and minus 2. Minus 3, 1, 7 and minus 2. Then the last but not the least here is positive, so we have minus 1. And then the values are, we'll eliminate this and this. I'll be having this minus 3 and 1, 7 and 1. So expanding now, we have minus 4 into minus 2 times 1 will give you minus 2. Then this one minus 1. Then minus times minus 3. So we have minus 2 times this will give you 6. And then minus this time will give you 7. Here we have minus 1. This time this will give you minus 3. Then minus 7 here. So we'll be having minus 4 into minus 3.